Good morning. Crazy ride continues to be crazy. This next video I wanted to show you two things. Number one, we're reviewing our outlook for the next 3 to 5 days for the market. So as of right now, today is the I think it's the 19th. We're anticipating a retracement down into the lows. We think the bottom's in based on the 2008 pattern here for the next several days. We should start to see a bullish reversal out. Again, it's just conjecture based on patterns in the past. Please reference the risk disclaimer at the beginning of the video. Number two, I wanted you to see the first hour or so of the open. The market was limit down yesterday and crude was still trading, and we had 5 or 6 crude trades in a row. You can see the times coming up. You can see what the software was telling us to anticipate, and I review in the video what the setups would have provided. You can also see a pretty wild NASDAQ signal towards the open, where it just shoots off into this unbelievable bull run right at the right time. So first hour of the class yesterday for your review. We'll try to keep those videos coming so you know what to watch out for these next few days in this pattern. Be safe, be careful, use risk management, and as always, remember the markets are not random. Everything that's happening, somebody has a plan. We can use software to hack that plan and reverse engineer most of the times that they're going to do stuff. So enjoy.
I have a rule that says if you're touched to the tick, you move your stop 1 tick behind the exit. If it touches my target, I'm out with target -1 if it pulls back. That is a hard and fast rule for me. Nobody does that. They want to touch my stop and go. That's fine. Stop is there for a reason. Welcome to another limit down day. Wow. I'm a little under the weather today. It appears to be like a normal cold. I don't have a fever. So, wouldn't change anything if I did. I'd still be here with you guys. Morning, Mark. Well, I'm not sure how much we can do.
Order filled. Order submitted.
That's a pretty sexy DAX chart in the force room. CL's moving. Euro currency is moving. All the US indices are
Order submitted.
Flat. Donald Trump is talking today. Another day in Corona paradise. I have some funny Corona stories. My wife made it abundantly clear yesterday that she did not want me going to the gym anymore.
Order filled.
As they were hotbeds of
Order submitted.
germs, and she was right. And as much as they're trying to clean and stay on top of it, they're having a hard time. I watched one kid yesterday in a Planet Fitness walking around with a towel, just sort of lightly touching the very tops of the machines where no human being had ever been. So I think that's where I got sick. I went to so I came home and I asked the young man who trains me, I said, listen,
Order filled.
what do I need
Order submitted.
to train from home? I have a setup at the Outer Banks that we use. There's 300 pounds of Olympic weights. There's kettlebells. There's jump ropes and elastic bands and all sorts of wonderful things. But at home, I have a limited thing. So I said, I'm thinking about getting these adjustable barbells. Bowflex makes them. Dumbbells, rather. I go to the store. I take my wife. She said, I'll take a ride with you. We don't take our time. We're moving. And when I walk in the store, I had the model number on my phone.
Order submitted.
And it was a Bowflex 550. You can go from 5 pounds to 50 pounds per dumbbell. And about 30 feet ahead of me, Kurt, was a group of guys, 2 guys dressed really nicely, and the store associate. And I kept hearing the number 550, 550. And I said, why are they mentioning what I need? Alan, I'm going to take profit on the DAX if it comes up and touches us again.
Order filled.
Target filled on the DAX, force counter trend long. And these 2 guys walk all the way back to the display for the thing I want. And they're being kind of buttheads with the salesman because he's not sure they have any left. And all of a sudden, everything starts clicking in my head. And I asked them, you know me, I'm really shy, right? And I said, hey, why are you guys interested in this? And these 2 very posh, well-dressed Italian leather shoe gentlemen say, our LA Fitness closed for the coronavirus. And so we need these to work out at home. And I had at the time realized I was caught in a pocket. I was in a panic pocket with people who were in the identical situation as I was. Doing the exact same thing I was doing. It was very surreal. On the way out, we made conversation with the sales associates up front. This is a sporting goods store. And while we were waiting to complete the order for shipping to my house, the girl had answered, Earl, she had answered the phone and hung up about a half a dozen times in as many minutes. And I said, "You're very busy today. What are these calls about?" She would answer the phone and hang up, answer the phone. "I'm sorry, we're out of stock. I'm sorry. No, we're all out. What kind did you need? No, we're all out."
Order filled.
People were calling about every 6 minutes about ammunition. And she said, "We've had some surges with fitness equipment, but we haven't slowed down all day today regarding gun sales and ammunition sales." She said, "We've never seen anything like it." And I asked the guy standing next to her, "Well, what are they telling you? Why are people purchasing the ammunition?" And the guy said, one lady who looked like she'd never handled a gun in her life told the young man, "In case they come for my stuff."
Order filled.
In case they come for my stuff. It was very real. It was like being in a zombie movie. Okay, so over here on the DAX now, we've got this spike out of nowhere candle. It's just to the right of the red line. But when you see that kind of behavior pattern in a force signal or a warp signal, when there's just kind of this real spike candle just after the time you were expecting a move up or down, that's when things can really be interesting. Because when there's a wick on the top of it, it's a good chance to maybe explore a short rather.
Order filled.
It's like right here. They can be
Order submitted.
one bar off, especially with the fib extensions like that, where it's not quite in the center. I don't know. Might be a $900 move up too. But it's definitely an area worth exploring. Mark, I'm excited about the Aurora event too. I'm really looking forward to teaching
Order submitted.
in the Aurora event. I think it's going to be a blast. I have some really nice plans for that.
Order filled.
And then, Earl, I took the profit at the moving average.
Order canceled.
We know how much the DAX loves the moving average. The Aurora dates are, Lord help me, I'm going to get through today. That would be the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd of April. 21st and 22nd of April. Okay, cool. Good morning, Reg. Reg, get over in the Skype room so I could see everybody in the same area. Yeah, that's cool. Reboot.
Order filled.
This,
Order submitted.
we'll be talking about these sessions for years, right? The insanity of all of it. When can you remember staring at limit down 3 times in a row? Is it 3? Or are we up to 4? We have a few minutes. Do you want to look at the analyses we did the other day? Hang on, let me bring the pro room guys over. Hey, Robert. Morning, Jerry. I'm going to try to share a different screen. Mark, can you let me know if the screen with the 2 daily charts for the ES is showing up? You guys should see a black screen right now. Okay, cool. That short that we took in the CL just before I changed over, I'm going to close it when this minute is up. Just see, I'll bring this over here just so we can see what's going on. This is from the pro room a moment ago. Again, we're looking for a $100 to $200 daily goal. We're down 5 ticks or $50 right now. If we get up to 15 ticks, that'll put us at the $100 point for today.
Order submitted.
Let's just wait till this little jimmy jab is gone. We'll move to break even, Mark, just so we can lock that in, the tail end of the signal here. Got 20 seconds left, and we're closed.
Order filled.
Good trade.
Order canceled.
Next signal is 8:57. So if you guys remember, I had drawn some lines here where I thought we would be going by the next green bar when we had our class the other day. I'm going to pull these out of the way. so far because we actually have bars. That level that we're looking for is 2200. 2200. Where's my Skype? There we go. So I need us to be, looks like by tomorrow is the up day. They need to take out these lows today. We haven't had the big wick up day. What do I mean by that? So you guys, you see on the chart where I have E1 on the left and E1 on the right. And then we had the consequential drop right here. Afterwards, we had selling day, selling day, selling day, selling day, big wick. And then a pullback up. So here we haven't had that big wick up day yet. So this isn't over. It's not over yet. If you remember why we drew the lines the way we did, I'll go over it again. When you have a pattern for
Order filled.
a pattern for breakout
Order submitted.
on these red lines, these are very similar to force lines, right? You guys understand this would normally be a pattern for. It's a red line with a signal at a lower low. In the same way that E was a pattern 5, pullback, up, up, up into the green candle. Well, when you have a pattern for trend continuation, that is to say, we're waiting for these lows to be punctured right here. What we'll generally do is we'll look at the leg that came down into the pattern 4. We'll look at this structural leg. So in the 2008 crash, that structural leg was here. In the 2020 crash, that structural leg is here. And so these blue lines, change the color of each of them, represent 100% of the previous leg down. Make it orange. 100% of the previous leg down. Now we don't have a whole hell of a lot to go on, but that's a great start. Structurally speaking, it should come down at least that far, which puts us at that 2200, 2175 level. Now, if this were a force class, excuse me, that was a yawn sneeze, a yeeze. You guys would know that as we get into that last area just before the upturn. Reg, it's not uncommon. Mark and Kurt, you've seen this a lot. You're waiting for the target, and then right just before the next force signal arrives, Kurt, you know how it kind of panic sells off? Right there, it'll kind of do one of those. If we weren't limit down, I believe we'd be here already. If we weren't limit down, I think we'd be here already. But that's what I'm looking for. And then we're watching for a telltale set of wicks, something where the wick of the candle comes down and then goes up again. And that'll tell us when it's time for this next little surge up. Does that make sense, guys? So you are here. In the pro room, we are at our $200 daily goal.
Submitted. Order filled. Order canceled.
Off of the short right here at 857. Mark, we were short at 38. The market fell to 20. And that put us in our $100 to $200 goal area for CO on a 1 minute time frame. Still going down. So that's what I'm watching for on the daily chart. We're still not there. Long term, just to help you remember where we are in the sequence. There's a ways to go. Last time in 2008, we fell from 1450 to 500. We're nowhere near the proportion of that drop yet. Time-wise, also, if you want to get a sense of the perspective, I'm going to take that orange line that we drew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Call it 5.5 or 5 for short, just to round up. That's 5 of those legs where we sort of had a double bottom with a stop run. On here, Earl. And who the hell knows? I'm just a guy, right? This is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts us near 0. Is that even possible? I don't even know if that's even possible. Puts us below 0. %400 puts us back at the 500 level. Jesus Christ. All right, that's enough of that. I hope I'm wrong. If I'm right, if I'm in the ballpark of right, it's apocalypse. I don't want to be right. And here we sit, limit down. Again. Reg, there's a guy domestically in the U.S. We read the article before we went to bed. It was last night or a couple nights ago. And it was a man, what was it, Earl, in Tennessee this guy lived? He had bought 17,000 units of hand sanitizer. And he tried to sell them on eBay and Amazon. And they both platforms shut him down. They turned him away. They wouldn't let him gouge people. So, Reg, people are trying it here as well. So, force guys, we'll kind of wait for some market open. Pro room guys, Mark, you just had a signal right here. The risk was really big at 906. Short at 2402. You're currently at 2362, 40 ticks down from the low of that candle. You're going to exit in 60 seconds at the close of the 909 candle if you're short. Jesus, Tom. How do I find you knuckleheads? You just you like to congregate. We had very similar CL signals on our force chart today, guys, too. Looking at our force chart, last night there was a short around 11 o'clock. There was a short around 2:40 this morning. The European Open at 5:25. And then we had a pattern 4 trend continuation this morning just now in the pre-market. Here's another example, guys, of that 100% rule. There's the leg up prior to. There's that drop down into the 4. And now, Earl, check it out. There's the low. So now we take this and we pop it down right there. And this is what we're looking at. For a target, I have 23.37. Area. Let's say 23.50. Conservatively. But that happens when you get those pattern 4 breaks. It'll go 100% of the leg. It should go 100% of the leg straight down. Dude, oil is at $23 a barrel. $23 a barrel. Guys, it was just at 55. I filled up my truck yesterday. It was $1.75 a gallon.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted.
$1.75.
Order filled. Order canceled.
So we need to be on the CL05. Okay. So what we'll do for force, and we'll change our CL chart over on the Pro Room in a second, guys. So we need to update the contract. Get the force lines. We're going to save the CL 0425 minute. We're going to replace it. Now we go CL 0520. And we're going to reload the CL 0420 force lines. There we go. And then we'll save it. So we're good to go. Thanks, Earl. We'll do the same thing over here in the Pro Room where you are up $250. Yes.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Missed my entry in the Euro currency. We'll just blow up, I guess, what's working right now, so we can pay attention to that. So here's the leg. And then we're looking for the extension of that leg. That puts us here, here. Then 50% of that is what? Somewhere right here. We had a pattern 9. on the DAX right here. Higher close, higher close, higher close. Let's go ahead and make that smaller. 6. No. Jesus. 9. Make it 12. There we go. So thanks for that, Earl. I appreciate it. Euro currency is collapsing again.
Order submitted.
Touching this bottom really, really hot.
Order filled.
So I'm going to take
Order canceled.
profit on that signal. I don't want to lose money today. I'm tired of losing money early in the morning, and then we got to struggle to make it back later. Nice drop down on the euro currency. CL's kind of hit a decision point right there. What do I want to do? And the DAX is just being the DAX. It's hard to beat that, Alan. Earl. I'm really proud of this software, this method. You know, as imperfect as it is, I think it's just beautiful, man. It really is. It's so, the warp, force, all of it. There's such a magic to it. I feel like a kid watching it. Like there's no way. There's no way. And then shabang. It's crazy. It's crazy. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? I hope you never lose that wonder. that sense of awe. It's really just, it's so rare, you know, in this industry, in life. It's so rare to be amazed by something. Everything is a yawn. Pro room guys, you're going to be getting rid of your short at 922 in CL. Right over here. And you're out from here to here. So CL, you've had 3 shorts this morning. 24.95, 24.83, 24.61 to 24.41, and then just now 24.47 to 24.27. Other markets limit down. CL still working. You're at the 922 signal, and we can see the next times coming up for the day. Good job. Okay, Sam, I'm going to hit the restroom real quick. We call it the captain's log. And when I get back, we'll go through the entries and exits again. Be right back. Give CL a chance to drop. Is that force signal on the DAX chart really a big green candle like that? Did I just see that? Are you crapping me? Early, see that? Look at those last two signals, dude. What is happening? For reals. All right, guys. It needs not be said, but I'll say it. Please be careful. Holy smokes, man. Look at that. What is happening? All right. Let's go play. Who wants to go play? Yep, on the NQ as well. Okay, so 21-second chart in the force room. I have a signal today at 4:50:39, and I have a signal today at 9:33. I have rebooted my computer and restarted the data.
Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order canceled.
I'm going to be fast today with these signals, gentlemen. That was the 21-second chart that I just gave you, not the 9. On the 9, 1:30:27. I know. 6:54. I believe is what I have. All right, which accounts have we not been messing with? The N1, the overflow, above beyond. So we'll do above beyond right here. Perfect. So those of you in the pro room today, Sam, James, Jerry, Mark, PJ, Robert, we've already hit our room goal. And so I'm going to create a new simulation account. We'll call it Sim Pro Post Goal. So from here on in, we'll be tracking the signals.
Order filled.
We have a puncture on the ES right now. And we're at
Order filled.
target filled. So we'll go back and describe this puncture trade here. We're looking for 8 ticks below the white line, 75 to 73 was our target below the white line. That's called a puncture trade.
Order filled. Order submitted.
What am I doing here? Account sim post goal. That's what we want. Okay. So Sam, can you hear me okay? So what we're watching for predominantly are called signals with trend. When the moving average is going down, I'll be looking for blue signals. And when we get to those blue signals, I'm going to put my stop 1 tick above the blue dot line. And then in this case, we're stopped out. Never trade at the open, by the way. And then I hold the trade until the close of the opposite candle. I hold the trade until the close of the opposite candle. Okay? When we get to the counter trend signals, the white dots in a downtrend, I'm going to short like a breakout. I'm going to put my sell limit on the white dots, my buy limit on the blue dots, and I'm going to go for 8 ticks on the side of that line
Order filled.
that I'm looking for.
Order submitted.
So here, Sam, I've got my white line at 70.82. I've got my stop just underneath that white line. And I'm going to hold this trade until 9:46 or until the stop limit order is hit.
Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order submitted.
$9.42 coming on
Order
the
filled.
ES.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted.